So the Philadelphia Eagles, the real America's team, the most storied franchise in the league, at least right now, with jersey sales of Jalen Hurts, just had their final preseason game of the 2023-2024 season. We have Devin Allen out here looking fast and furious, making crash test dummy Covey look very, very replaceable. We got Sean Desai and we got Brian Johnson looking like they're in midseason form. By the way, they were leading our second/third teamers against the other team's first team. And then we just have an entirely loaded roster, which is going to lose talent. And that talent is going to end up on other teams starting or getting significant playing time. But let's just hop into it. I'm your boy Roy, and this is the Preaching the Birds podcast. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So let's talk about the good first. In regards to the good, right? We got to talk about this first. Did y'all see that return when Britton Covey in the first quarter, first half? Man, that boy looked fast, man. We've been wondering as Eagles fans for forever. And a day. We've been wondering since last year. Why are we not letting Devin Allen return these kicks? Why are we letting crash test dummy Covey get the opportunity to return the kicks when realistically speaking, Devin Allen has more potential? Last night, the Eagles finally allowed Devin Allen to return some kicks, and look what happened. Man was flying down the field, was one shoestring tackle away from scoring a tub. First play of the game. Because that 75-yard run, we actually got an opportunity to score against the Indianapolis Colts first team defense using Marcus Mariota. Crazy. It was definitely a blessing. It was great to see, and hopefully I pray to God, I pray to sweet baby Jesus that Britton Covey is going to be our punt returner / kick returner. There is no reason that Britton Covey should be grandfather clocked into that position. There's no way he should punch that clock in for that job of being the punt returner. Britton Covey should not get that job. There's no way. Devin Allen is way more explosive, way more tough. And to be honest, he might even be a better receiver. Let's be real here. Devin Allen looks a lot better, a lot more confident this year. I prefer to have Devin Allen on the team because at least he can play gunner as well as be a returner. Britton Covey only does one, and he's not the best receiver in my opinion yet. Cool. So let's hop into the next, positive, right? The next major positive is Sean Desai and Brian Johnson look like they are in mid-season form. Brian Johnson, let's start with him. Brian Johnson has this boy, Tanner McKee, looking great. He had Marcus Mariota go on a successful drive. Honestly, I wanted Marcus Mariota to get more time. We'll talk more about that later, maybe. And he had Tanner McKee out here looking good. The offense looked good for the most part until Ian Book came in. And, for the most part, we were playing against their first team with the defense, with Tanner McKee in there. And we were still doing work. It was close until about halftime. Then they put a little whooping on us with Gardner Minshew. I don't know why he decided to play good all of a sudden. It's against our second, third team, but still, What was that against the Cowboys, the Saints and them boys? Come on, I'm just saying. Could have been undefeated and shit. But it's all good. All right, so let's get into the next positive, right? The next positive. Mekhi Garner and Eli Ricks balled out to me. balled out. They was holding Mekhi. Oh, and also Mekhi Garner. They was holding Michael Pittman. And Alec Pierce down for the first half. First half, them boys wasn't really catching the rock like that. Let's be real here. Richardson, he was like 6 of 12 in the first half. He had a terrible completion percentage. About 50, 60% tops. He's probably like 55 or something. I'll probably put the numbers up here for you later. But still, trash. And Eli Ricks, I don't know how you let him go. I don't know how you let him go. I know we're going to have Mario Goodrich in there. I'd rather keep Eli Ricks and then see if Mario Goodrich can sneak on the practice squad. Personally, but that's just me. Them boys, we look like we have a solid team in the undrafted free agent market. Just to list a couple names, Mekhi Garner, who I also liked. Eli Ricks, who balled the fuck out. Mario Goodrich, awesome slot corner. At least he looks like he has potential to be. That's 3 players right there. And we ain't even mentioned Kelly Ringo, who was terrible. We'll talk about that later. It's the good side. I want to stay on the good, positive juju side. You know, you don't see no tears on my face. You feel me? I want to stay happy and smiling and shit. But yeah, that's really, you know, one of the blessings that we saw today. Our DB depth, our young DB depth is crazy right now. It's crazy right now. I'm so thankful that Howie Roseman decided to continuously try to make this team better. You know what I mean? Like, he leaves no stone unturned. He gets every player here that we can imagine. Think about all the players that have left us. You know, the Jordan Poyers, the Rasul Douglases, all of them cornerbacks, you know, even the Sidney Jones, all those cornerbacks that's still in the league playing the game. Players leave our franchise. They get released and they get an opportunity because they put good tape out there to really play on other teams and continue their NFL career / dream. Which is why undrafted players like to come play for us. It's cool. You know what I'm talking about. Bro, let's hop into the next positive. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas Morrow looked like a dog. Okay, Nicholas Morrow looked like a dog in the first quarter. He was out there flying. Our linebacker depth is crazy. Matter of fact, we're going to just hop into our next point altogether. We're going to tie it back into Nicholas Morrow. But our depth in general is crazy. We're going to have a lot of players leave that are NFL caliber type players. You feel me? We're gonna have a lot of players that leave our team that probably end up starting on other squads, bro. Like, real talk. We're gonna have a lot of, like, Teron Jackson. He looks like he has an NFL body, but I don't think he's gonna make the team. He played all game last night, all the game. Patrick Johnson, I'm not sure if he's going to make the team. You know, we have so much D-line depth. Marlon T, Kentavious Street, I don't know. I mean, all these dudes is crazy right now. Yeah, that's it in regards to all the positives that I can think of right now. If I think of anything else while I'm editing, I'll throw that in there. But let's hop into the negatives, right? The negatives, man. We got to hop on negatives. So first negative, Marcus Mariota, man. You know we got to talk about it. Tanner McKee continuously balls out. If you didn't notice, that was obviously, you know, part of the positives. Tanner McKee obviously balled out. I mentioned that with, you know, the whole Brian Johnson thing made Tanner McKee look good. But Marcus Mariota, you still left a nasty taste in my mouth. You should have had an interception, one of your first throws in the game to Deion Kane. You fortunately got lucky. Haha, congratulations. I'm still concerned about you, my guy. Personally, in my opinion, I think Tanner McGee outplayed you, and I think he should be our second team quarterback. Obviously, because of experience, because of, how the NFL works, you're going to get the position unless we make a trade or something. But I would prefer for us to eat that money like we ate that money with Carson Wentz and just get somebody else, bro, because you are buns. And I understand why you've been on 4 different teams in 5 years. I get it. I totally get it. You are inaccurate. You are inaccurate, and you seemingly have lost confidence in yourself. I'm not trying to be a dick, bro. I'm just trying to speak on what I see. You shouldn't be missing throws the way you miss throws, and that's just facts. Not with the Tanner McKee coming in, Mr. Fundamental. Mr. Fundamental, Tim Duncan, white boy Tim Duncan in the football land. Come on now. Hey, no excuses. Okay, so my next negative is... So the last point we got to make is that, Devin Allen needs to get more playing time. So Devin Allen proved already in his last preseason game that he deserves more playing time than Britton Covey. He proved that he is the fastest player, the most explosive player playing special teams. He proved that, realistically speaking, that Devin Allen just deserves a spot on special teams, either as a gunner or some type of special teams ace. He's, in my opinion, a more explosive receiver and just a more explosive talent in regards to playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Realistically speaking, special teams in general needs a makeover. Aaron Sipos still sucks ass. We need to bring in Matt Zeiss or some other punter. We are losing too many yards in the special team battle. Like, what Britton Covey showed me is that, we need somebody, that gives us at least 2 or 3 big plays every couple games. You know what I mean? A change in field position is huge in a football battle, in a football game. Us not having the ability to capitalize on certain situations like that has led us to, losing the Super Bowl. And I want something better for our team for, next year, so we can actually win the Super Bowl. But the last point that I have to make is that our O-line depth isn't as good as it used to be. As Eagles fans and as Eagles, people that love the Eagles in general, we know that the Eagles pride ourselves on our O-line and D-line. And for us to not have as much depth on the O-line as normal is very concerning. Very, very concerning. Jack Driscoll has not played as well as normal. Yeah, Steen can play multiple positions, but what if Steen gets hurt? Kelly has been buns. We just gotta look up, and we gotta hope that Howie Roseman is continuously trying to improve the team. But yeah, that's really all I got for you guys today. I hope everybody's having a good day. And Howie Roseman we trust. Let's get it. Patriots coming up soon. Hopefully we get a dub. We'll see.